So the Switch 2's initial sales projections are actually not much higher than what Nintendo even put it at. So people are really saying that the Switch 2 is gonna fail, but I'm saying it's otherwise. Okay, it's mostly 4chan users that are gonna say it's gonna fail. Of course, they don't know what they're talking about. Of course, they never win. They thought that they still claim to this day no one bought Tears of the Kingdom when the game sold 20 million copies, 8.8 user score. But don't worry, no one bought Tears of the Kingdom. It was a failure. Same thing on Mario Wonder. They can always say Mario Wonder is forgotten. Okay, or Mario Luigi Bros. If we don't have sales for. But the more about how the characters, well, do the female character, the new female characters do during certain activities than actually caring about the game itself. Okay, but the Switch 2 is projected to sell 15 to 17 million units next year and 80 million units in its first 4 years. Okay, so certified Nintendo as the console leader, not Steam Deck, like 4channel claim. Steam Deck is not gonna be the console leader. I'm sorry to tell you this, but Steam Deck 2 will not sell as well as Nintendo. Okay, as well. But the gaming industry, published in the 2020-2045 market forecast, the gaming industry, following 2 decades of revenue drop, the market will go for its third year and to $83 billion in revenue. $83 billion in revenue, reaching a third of $1 trillion from factoring PC and console hardware and mobile revenues. The video game audience is expected to grow considerably, with half the world be playing video games by 2027. Again, Nintendo, again, the casual gamer is mostly, I would be considered a casual gamer, okay? I would be considered a casual gamer because I don't play core gamers. People who play games all day. Okay, but amidst of this projected pop growth, Nintendo is expected to emerge as the absolute winner of the next generation. Okay, like it's the Switch. It's at around 80 million consoles as well. Okay, and these, of course, market analysts, market data. Okay, and like of these analysts, they're all saying the same thing. The Switch 2 is going to sell very, very well. And if the ps6 and Xbox Next, on the other hand, are expected to fail to increase both Sony and Microsoft's market share, and are expected to struggle in a distant third place, the pair in which can gain early momentum. Okay, so it seems that PS6 and Xbox Next are not going to do very well. Okay, they're not going to do very well. They're literally saying that Xbox and PlayStation will be left in the dust by Nintendo. Okay, but again, we're told that the PlayStation was supposed to take over. Okay, so 2025, then we have 2026, 2027, 2028. Again, this is a very huge number. And of course, Nintendo can release 3D Mario 2025, Mario Kart 2026, okay, along with Generation 10 of Pokemon. 2027, new Smash Bros. and also new Splatoon. And 2028, Luigi's Mansion Animal Crossing. And it can definitely maintain this console growth momentum with just those games alone. It's not even factoring in Zelda, which could receive a new game as well in these years. Okay, and games like Luigi's Mansion, 2D Mario, 3D Mario. Okay, there's tons of IP that received significant growth, right? And that's not even taking in smaller or minor IPs like Fire Emblem, Metroid, okay, Xenoblade, Kirby, and Pikmin, which could also grow significantly during the Switch 2 era. And also, even more IPs could be revived. Kid Icarus could be revived. F-Zero could be revived. And there's also a chance that Earthbound could be revived. Even though that's very unlikely. Or Bayonetta could receive a new game during this era. Okay? Anything can happen during the Switch 2 era. Okay? But we know, and also a revival of Donkey Kong Country. Again. Because we haven't even seen the new Donkey Kong Country games of Tropical Freeze. Yeah, that's the last Donkey Kong Country game. As well. Okay? I know Nintendo has ported Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze and returns to the Switch. I think that we'll see a new Donkey Kong game probably soon as well. So that's a lot of games. Okay, also Metroid Prime 4 also releasing as well. Okay, and that's supposed to be a game that's going to have significant growth for the Metroid franchise. So, yeah, for the Switch 2, it's going to be a huge year for Nintendo. And that's what this video here. Goodbye.